Give me a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. We're live. Every time. I feel like I use the same thing, and every time there's something. Hi, everybody. I am Janine Troutman, and welcome to today's Live at 5, where we're going to be talking about why going gluten-free is crucial to healing MS. This is a very important one. So if you're catching me on the live, great. Say hi. Let me know where you're from. And if you're not, if you're watching the recording, that's fine too. Say hi. Let me know where you're from. I'll still get the notification later when you're watching it and I'm on the couch. So I'm just going to check here. So still say hi so I could see you in the comments. I just want to make sure, okay, I'm in the group and we're saying hi. I am using another platform for this live, so I'm going to be checking my phone over here so I can see the comments. So far I see hi, Chris. How are you? Okay, so this is a really important one, I feel, because of all the heartache and hardship that I dealt with my family and being gluten-free and trying to eat during the holidays. And it was very difficult. And I'm hoping that I'm able to alleviate some of that for you guys, because I know I've been in your shoes many times. But the first things first, why is going gluten-free crucial to healing MS? I talk to a lot of people and they go, oh yeah, I tried that, been there, done that, didn't work for me. Or I tried this and it didn't work for me. You have to do all the things all the time. It's not, you can't do this or that or this. You have to do the starve, kill, detox every day consistently. And unfortunately, you do have to do it longer than, oh, I could see the comments down here, not on my phone. Okay, cool. Stephanie's on, Sabrina, Dawn, Brittany, hello everybody. Good to see you. All right, thanks for saying hi and letting me know that you're on here, because I really do struggle with, I just like talking to people rather than just looking at myself. All right, so we talk about in this group how you can heal your MS, just like I did, using nutrition. Because I have found a formula that works, not only for me, but for all of my clients, I want to make sure that I give you guys all of the information that you need to heal yourselves. I have come up with a formula that works. It really works, not only for me, but for all of my clients too. When you starve, kill, and detox every single day, that's when you are going to move the needle. And you have to do it for at least 6 weeks and probably a little bit more. Why? Because what you're trying to do is kill the virus. MS is caused by a virus, the Epstein-Barr virus. We all know that. Finally, science is coming out with evidence to support that MS is caused by the Epstein-Barr virus. All autoimmune diseases are also caused by the Epstein-Barr virus, but we're talking about MS in this group. So starve, kill, and detox. One of the primary sources of food for the Epstein-Barr virus is gluten. When you feed the virus, it's alive and healthy, and it's what's creating your symptoms. So you want to starve it. You want to take away its food source. One of the most powerful food sources for the Epstein-Barr virus is gluten. Now, Epstein-Barr, the virus, has a 6-week life cycle. Okay? So that fucker is alive for 6 weeks. Even though it dies after 6 weeks, its corpse, the dead corpse of the virus, is still a neurotoxin and can still cause you symptoms. That's why I say it's going to cause 6 to 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks. Sometimes people are 12 weeks before they start moving that needle and feeling better. And it's hard in the beginning. I understand that, because you're going off sheer faith. You know, you're going off some chick on Facebook who says, oh yeah, it's a virus. But once you feel the difference, that's when you're like, all right, we're doing this. It takes a lot of faith, it takes a lot of discipline, and it takes a lot of hard work, especially in the beginning, to go gluten-free. However, it can be done, and that's why I'm here, because I would have wanted somebody to kind of like hold my hand and be like, all right, listen, this is what you need to do, and it's not that hard. I'll show you how to do it. Because I put a poll up in the group a couple days ago. Oh, no, I didn't. Yesterday. I put a poll up in the group saying, all right, what's your favorite food? And most of you agreed with me with pizza. Like, that is my absolute favorite food. I could never live feeling deprived. I could never live feeling like, I couldn't starve, kill, and detox the virus easily every single day. So the way I teach it to my clients, my group coaching clients, is I teach it in a way where you're still going to have your pizza. You're still going to have all of your foods, your ice cream, brownies, especially all around the holidays. All of the foods that you're used to around the holidays, what I do in my group is I teach you how to still have those same foods in a gluten-free, dairy-free, and egg-free way. That's why not only Tuesdays are group coaching, but Thursdays are the gluten-free cooking demos so that I could show you exactly how to take your favorite foods and make them not only gluten-free, but make them taste good. Because think about it, if you feel deprived, how long is that going to last? Motivation only goes so long. I think I did a live a long time ago where I said motivation is bullshit, because it is. Motivation will get you to make the decision, but what is going to keep you living in that decision? What is going to keep your momentum? The momentum is the education. And that's why I want to teach you or remind you, if you've heard this already, remind you today, especially coming off of Thanksgiving, going into Christmas, Hanukkah, all the family gatherings this month, why gluten is so crucial. You have to really remove it completely. So we've all been taught, I know I was growing up, that everything in moderation is okay. So when we go over our family's houses and you tell them, oh no, actually I'm trying to heal, I'm going gluten-free, and as long as I don't eat gluten, I feel pretty good. But when you're new to this, it's hard to say that with confidence. So, you do what I do. I'm like, oh no, thank you, I'm not eating gluten. Come on, Janine, a little bit is okay, isn't it? Well, no, actually, I don't think so. I'm not very confident. Remember, this was 10 years ago. This was my sister and my family, her in-laws. No, I'm not. I can't have even a little bit. Really? What is a crouton going to take you down? Yeah, I think it is. Well, that's ridiculous. Just friggin' eat. I made this, okay? And I made this for you. What are you going to do? Right? You're going to eat it. Now I have the confidence because I know what happens to me when I eat the smallest amount of gluten. Why? Because gluten feeds the virus. It proliferates everything. So now I'm able to say, listen, as long as I don't eat gluten, I don't have any symptoms. And I came from being paralyzed, no arms, no legs. You saw me there, okay? So if this is going to make me feel better, I don't care if it's a crouton, if it's a potato chip, I'm not eating it. And then they back off. It takes years, or at least it took me years, to have that kind of confidence to talk to my family, my friends, strangers. I couldn't talk like that. But that's why I want to give you the information so that you're armed with that knowledge, which is going to bring you the confidence, which will then keep you eating safely when you go out and have the confidence to say no to those foods. Because why is gluten so dangerous? Now listen, guys, I know I'm talking up a storm here. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll read them. Quinn, it's a lot better than suffering from MS. Exactly. But if you're new to this, think about it. People who are just starting out gluten-free and we're coming into the holidays, they don't know how good they can feel being gluten-free because they've never felt anything different. They've always felt that chronic fatigue. So they don't know. They don't have any point of comparison. Once you feel the energy, once your symptoms start going away, that's when the momentum takes off. But you've got to get through that 6 to 8 weeks of being completely gluten-free and doing all the other things too, the starving, the killing, and the detoxing of that virus. And that's, again, what I teach in this group. Yes, it's all over the place in this group. There's so much information, but also in my group coaching. And I told you guys, I have revamped the group coaching so it's affordable for everybody. Everybody has an option. So you can start anytime, you can cancel anytime. All right, so back to the starving, detoxing, and killing, or starve, kill, detox. What you want to do is understand what is going to happen. Why is gluten causing your body to be so tired? Yes, okay, the virus eats the gluten, the virus proliferates, right? When the virus is super strong, an octopus to get away from its predators, it will ink. It will give off this ink cloud in the water, and its predators can't see it because all the ink in the water is in the way, and then they can swim away. And the predator's like, where the hell did it go? I just saw it. That's actually what the Epstein-Barr virus does. It puts off like this fog, this smoke screen. So say this is the virus cell. It puts off this smoke screen, and our immune system can't actually see the virus because all it sees is the smoke around it. It's not actually smoke, but that's how I'm a visual learner. That's how I picture it. So your immune system is constantly on the attack on where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I know it's here. There's an invader in here, which is why you're so tired, because your immune system is constantly on the attack because the virus is all over the place inside your body, and that's why you're having symptoms. So you need to starve it. Now, gluten, dairy, eggs feed the virus. What I have found with myself and with other clients, dairy and eggs will not bring you down as hard as gluten will. I tell people to avoid gluten like the plague. But I have found that dairy and eggs don't feed the virus as strongly as gluten does. So zero gluten, not even a crouton. They say that the size of a thumbnail worth of gluten is going to take you down for at least 6 weeks. And the reason why they say that is because, remember, Epstein-Barr has a 6-week life cycle. So it's going to die in 6 weeks because that's all it lives, 6 weeks. But in that time, you're feeding it. You're giving it a perfect environment. So what it's going to do is, just like our body replicates its cells, the virus replicates. And it just keeps, they call it proliferation when it's a virus. But it just keeps on growing and growing and moving throughout your body. Now, heavy metals are another thing that feed the virus. That's something else. Now, those are very hard for us to avoid. We can't avoid them. They're in the environment. They're all over the place. Even if you ate an entire diet of gluten-free, organic foods, you're still going to be getting the pesticides. You're still going to be coming in contact with chemicals, because any chemical smell that you can smell, any chemical that you can smell, that sounds better, the Epstein-Barr virus can eat. So think about the candles in your house. Think about the cleaners, fabric softener, laundry detergent, all of those chemicals that you're going, oh God, that smells so good. Those are chemicals. That's what the Epstein-Barr virus can feed on. So it's a whole thing, but what you can do is drink the heavy metal smoothie, of course, but also the gluten-free. So when you're going to your family's house, you don't have to explain much. You just have the confidence to say no, and you have to be mindful. In talking to, okay, I'm just checking on the comments. I have to scroll down. Hello, May. I see you just signed on. How are you? Tracy from New Zealand. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Any questions while I'm talking? Actually, you know what? Whoever's gluten-free in here, say either gluten-free or GF in the comments. Let me know that we have some gluten-free people in here, because I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, 6 weeks, we'll feel tired. May, that's okay. Don't worry about it. May was just telling me about how she accidentally glutenized herself. She was doing really well, and then what happened was she ate some gluten accidentally, and now she's down again for a couple weeks. But everything, remember this, May, everything happens for, every time I move my desk, the computer shakes. Sorry, I'm going to put my hands down. Everything that happens for a reason. So yes, you ate the gluten. Yes, you're going to be down for a number of weeks, probably 6 to 8. But you know what? This could have just saved you from something worse happening in the future. So just be grateful that you knew exactly what you ate. You were able to hone in on it. And now you are more, see, I can't sit on my hands. I have to talk with my hands. I'm Italian. So now you are more mindful of the next time that you come in contact with that food and somebody says, here, I made this for you. It's very hard to say no thank you to people. It's very hard to say, I know you made this for me, but I can't eat it. Why? Because I have MS and I'm not eating gluten. Well, people are like, well, what does that have to do with MS? And then you're like, I don't know. I'm trying something new. And then you give up because you get all self-conscious. Again, at least that's how I was. So understand that MS symptoms are caused by the Epstein-Barr virus. The Epstein-Barr virus feeds on the gluten. You have to starve the virus, right? You want to starve it. Of course, yes, it's going to die, but you want to starve it so that in 6 weeks it's going to die. But you want to starve it so that it doesn't replicate. You want your viral load, that's how they measure viruses in viral load. You want to get your viral load to a point where it's not affecting your body and it's not stimulating your immune system. Do I think, because I have 0 symptoms, I went from being paralyzed to being, okay, I can do this. Yes, my leg is numb, but at least I'm walking, to today, 0 symptoms. Do I think I've killed the entire virus and there's nowhere near in my body? No, I don't, unfortunately. Even though I have accidentally glutenized myself over the years. In the beginning, it was horrible. I was down for 2 months, and I was a single parent with young kids, so that was scary as hell. That was an awful time in my life. I fear gluten. But each time I accidentally glutenized myself, the number of weeks that I was down, let's say, would shorten. So the last time I glutenized myself was with a few potato chips, 3 potato chips. My husband's like, oh my God, you got to try these. These are so good. He hands them to me, and he normally checks. So I was like, oh, okay. I stuck my hand in the bag and I ate some. All of a sudden he reads it. He goes, oh, love, I'm so sorry. I didn't get any reaction other than a skin rash. Now, mind you, it was only 3 potato chips. So I don't actually know what would happen if it would be like a bowl of tortellini. I don't know. And I say bowl of tortellini because that was the first time I tested gluten back after 3 months. Julie was 2000, she was born 2006. So 2008 is when, right? Yeah, she was 2. Sorry, 2008. So that's when I went gluten-free, waited 3 months, and then tested back the gluten, and it was a bowl of tortellini. And I ended up sleeping for 18 hours the next day. And of course, my right leg went numb again. Completely numb, tingly, brain fog, everything came back. So I went from that in 2008 to 2020, eating a couple of potato chips and just getting a skin rash. I don't think the virus is completely out of me. I think the viral load is so low that my immune system takes care of what's in there. But I won't ever eat gluten again, ever. Why would I? I used to be paralyzed and now I'm running. I'm not running these days because I'm pregnant, but I was running all the time, but I don't have any symptoms. And so no, I will never, ever eat gluten again. There's rumors going around where if I went to Italy and let's say ate the original wheat that wasn't genetically modified, apparently people can do that successfully without any symptoms. I don't think I would ever take that risk. I never want to go back to where I was. And I'm perfectly okay eating gluten-free because, man, they make good gluten-free food today. It's a lot better than when I went gluten-free all those years ago. Let's see, Christopher was... Oh, no, it was 2008 when I started. So 2008, going gluten-free meant chicken, fish, vegetables, and fruit. It did not mean gluten-free cookies, gluten-free cakes, and pizza. And, oh, guys, the ice cream, that was another thing on the poll that had really high numbers, favorite food. If you are thinking, I can't go dairy-free because when I went for my 7-month checkup, he's like, oh, we're gaining a lot of weight, I see. I'm like, really? Wow. So I eat a lot more ice cream than I'm supposed to. But I eat this So Delicious brand. It's dairy-free. It is a cashew-based. They also make a coconut-based, but I like the cashew-based better. It's creamier, and I swear it is better than Ben & Jerry's. It is amazing. So the way I coach people through this is the way I would have wanted to be coached in the beginning. I say, hey, listen, give me your favorite foods. Give me your non-negotiables, and we will make them gluten-free. We will make them dairy-free. I will teach you how, if you're a baker, I will teach you how to bake without using dairy, gluten, or eggs. And then you're like, great, everything's going to be disgusting. No, because I brought a coffee cake. It was completely vegan. No eggs, no dairy, no gluten. I brought a coffee cake to Thanksgiving. They raved over it. They absolutely raved over it. I sent the same one with my daughter who I went to my in-laws. My daughter went with my mother to my sister's house. I sent her with one so she had something to eat because she eats the way I do. Everyone raved over it. My mother called me up. She's like, oh my God, Janine, what is in this? I'm like, Ma, it's the same one I made last time in the summer. It's vegan. She's like, what? It was delicious. So listen, if you're thinking that you have to be deprived, if you have to eat shitty baked goods, you're never going to be able to bake again, that's not true. There's a way to do it. There's a way to do everything. There's always a way to do anything, even healing from MS. So the reason why I get on these live at 5s, oh, good. Wait, hold on a second. I'll go back to that. Brian, hello. How are you? Oh, gluten-free. Okay, we got May. We got Tony on here. Brian is working on the gluten-free. Awesome. Brian, reach out if you need any help. And remember, I do the gluten-free cooking demos every Thursday. You want to jump on some group coaching to get in on that and learn some stuff? Again, start anytime, cancel anytime. It's pretty inexpensive. Go to the website and check that out. Bella's gluten-free, Dawn gluten-free, Silvana, Quinn, awesome, Tracy. I love this. All right, guys, so we're doing it. Let me know, how are you doing through the holidays? Because this is the hardest time if you're new to this. Keep in mind, if you do eat gluten over the holidays, mark that date down, because you're not going to feel the increase in energy. You're not going to move that needle for 6 to 8 weeks from the time you ate gluten, because it feeds the virus enough to cause you symptoms, to activate the immune system, because the immune system is now seeing the virus and is now going on the attack. So now you feel like crap, you're tired, you're dizzy, you got brain fog, there's probably some numbness going on. So just be mindful of what you eat this holiday season and how you feel, okay? Oh, Casey says, hi, hello. Arden says, I'm so careful. I don't ever want to accidentally eat gluten. I know, Arden, right? Oh, I'm frozen again? Trina, I wonder if all right, guys, thank you for telling me. Just let me know if I freeze up again, because then I'll just pause. Wait, I want to scroll up and see what Dawn had to say. I had chips that I think were fried in oil that had gluten fried. Wait, we're jumping around. Gluten-fried food fries in it. My legs immediately turned into lead. Dawn, I'm so glad you brought that up, because there are very few places that you can eat. Well, I can eat safely. Okay, I have my local places. They know I'm gluten-free. They know exactly. I can go in there. Hey, Janine, and they know what to make me. That took a long time. I've been living in this town for 20 years, so that took a long time. You have to understand that even though potatoes are gluten-free, you're like, oh, well, potatoes are gluten-free. I could eat French fries. The oil, right? The oil is so rancid that they fry them in. Maybe it doesn't have gluten, but it's so rancid and so inflammatory. So you got to take that into consideration. But also, sometimes, most of the time, they fry other foods that are breaded, gluten, in that same oil. So even though the potatoes are gluten-free, they're fried in the same oil with all of those gluten crumbs from all the other food that are in there. Now, if you go to a place like Five Guys and Fries, I know we have people all over the world here, so you might not know what that is. It's a burger joint, burger and French fries. But their French fries are fried in oil that nothing else is fried in, because they don't sell anything else. It's burgers and fries, and that's it. So there I can eat fries safely. How often do I eat them? Probably 3 times a year when I drive my kids down to Virginia. And when I'm on the road, I'm like, I'm getting French fries. So that's like 3 times a year, because I don't want all of those free radicals inside of my body. Free radicals is a whole nother video. So remember this, going into the holidays, being gluten-free is crucial to healing MS. No, I do not believe that you can heal from MS without becoming gluten-free, without killing that virus. That is a very important component, one of the biggest components besides the heavy metals that feed the virus. So when I'm talking about killing the virus, starving the virus, detoxing it out, the starving part is going to be eliminating the foods that the virus feeds on. So, I mean, what are you going to do if you're trying to kill someone, right? You're going to starve them to death, right? So we starve the virus so it can't put out that smoke screen. So now your immune system, right over here is your immune system, can see it and go, fucker, I got you, right? So now your immune system needs to be strong enough to be able to go after the entire viral load. So that's where all of the antioxidants, the fruits and the vegetables, we really need to build up our immune system so that it kills it. And then we have to detox it out. The lemon water, the celery juice, the almost gallon of water a day, you're flushing that out every day. You're getting your liver to work for you. Best that you absolutely can. Make your liver as efficient as possible. That's where the whole starve, kill, detox protocol comes in. Now I know I go against what a lot of neurologists have said about, oh, you don't want to get your immune system too strong, because that's what's actually attacking your body. No, that's what I was told too, and I was on the medication and I just kept getting worse and worse. And I see the correlation between the people who are on medication, the people who are off medication. The ones who are on medication and they start this protocol, they will heal, but they'll stop at a certain point. They will plateau. The people who are not on the medication, they're the ones who keep going and make that full transformation to getting rid of all of their symptoms. So I have to tell you the disclaimer. Of course, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a licensed practitioner. I'm just someone who has healed their body of MS and now wants the same thing for everybody. There is no reason to be sick. There's no reason to have symptoms. I'm not going to go into all the other autoimmune diseases that this protocol kills because honestly, I had MS and I'm going to stick to MS right now. Maybe one day in the future, I'll tackle the rest of the autoimmune diseases. But in my family, there's a few autoimmune diseases like IBS and thyroidism, and this protocol has eliminated the symptoms of those too. So it works. It works. And it doesn't just work for me and my clients. The more you research the information, the more you'll find that people are healing with this information. It's amazing. And we just have to spread the word. So for the people who have healed, especially the ones who are my clients, the deal is, listen, share your journey, share it with people. People need to know that this is possible because honestly, had I not come across that book, the MS Recovery Diet book all those years ago, I would have never understood. Like that planted the seed that it's possible to heal. No one ever tells you that. The neurologist and everybody just scare the shit out of you. Oh, you're going to be in a wheelchair. You need to take the medication. And then you just get worse and worse and worse. I'm here to give you another vision of what MS could look like. This is MS. You don't have to be sick. You don't have to be paralyzed. There is something that you can do. You are in control. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I come on here for the people who can't afford or don't want the coaching. Here's the information. Here's all the information. Do it. Go it alone. If you don't want to go it alone and you want the entire transformation week by week, the accountability, the huge group that we're all doing it together. We're all sharing ideas and this worked for me and what are you doing and how are you feeling this week? The gluten-free cooking demonstrations every Thursday. I do every other Thursday. Jen Marks does the other Thursdays. We teach you exactly what it looks like to make gluten-free food and how easy it is. So there's no excuse. Everyone's healing. Now I realize we're coming into the holidays and it's really crazy freaking busy. So I totally get it. But every Wednesday, I'm still going to drip this information on to you. And if you have any questions, just hit me up in the group. There's a couple comments here. Hold on, I want to read this before I go. What about an artichoke dip, Trina says. Nope, not frozen anymore. Okay, good, thank you. An artichoke dip would be great. However, there is an artichoke dip over at TGI Fridays that does have wheat in it because they have to thicken it. And a lot of times to thicken something, it's they use flour and also dairy. I think the most artichoke dips have dairy in them. If you make it yourself though, I always Google vegan and then what I'm looking for. Google vegan artichoke dip because that's going to have no egg and it's not going to have any dairy. I'll tell you what, those vegans, they know what they're doing. They know how to make vegetables taste good. I'm not telling you have to be vegan. Add whatever. Add the chicken, add the meat. That's what I do. But I am telling you to consult with the vegans because they know exactly how to make their vegetables taste good and how to make their food taste good without the dairy or the eggs. So what I want you to consider is those vegan recipes. That's a lot of the Thursday gluten-free demos. I take those recipes and I make them gluten-free and they're delicious. And it just gives you some really good ideas on what to do week by week. So yeah, Trina, let me know about the artichoke dip. Let me know if you need help finding a good recipe. It must be a rough Facebook Zoom day. Why am I freezing, Arden? Sorry about that. Hopefully the recording won't be frozen. Angela says, I have never eaten gluten and am so willing to do this. Nothing helps me. Angela, listen, that's what I talked about in the beginning of this video. I hear that all the time. They're like, well, I've never eaten gluten. I still have MS. You got to do all the things all the time. So you have to starve, kill, and detox every day. So we're talking the entire protocol that consists of removing heavy metals, killing the virus on contact with the celery juice, getting it out every day with the lemon water, the eggs, the dairy. It does seem overwhelming, but that's why in my coaching we break it down. And that's why my program right now, it's not open for enrollment right now, but in my big program, we chunk it down. So it's 5 modules and we take it little by little by little. So this way it's a 4-month program. At 4 months, you're like, wow, I really did a lot. Right? Because we're taking it little by little, because we all have lives. Like, if I told you that you had to do this all tomorrow, right? There's no way. We have kids, we have husbands, we have work, there's so much going on. And now I'm telling you to do all these things. No, I do it in a way where you can incorporate it into your life easily. So it's not just about going gluten-free. It's about doing all the things, the starving, the killing, the detoxing. That's what's going to get the virus out of your body and calm your immune system down so that it has the time to do other things. So it has the time to heal your body. Trina says, okay, thank you. You're very welcome. Did I miss anybody? Let me just say, oh, Suzanne's up there. Hi, I'm late. I'm eating. The AIP found a lady that does the cooking for me. Oh, that's wonderful. That is so wonderful. Yeah, that is, you got to like to cook. You really do. Or the people who don't like to cook. I know there's a lot of services out there where they can just order gluten-free and dairy-free. So today, there are a lot more options that are out there. Angelica, I just saw that. Hi, Janine. Hello, Angelica. Thanks for joining. It's good to see you on here. Okay, I think there was one more comment. Sabrina, going to try after the holidays. My family cooks for the holidays. Yeah, no, I know it's hard for the holidays. It really is. So if you want help getting started come January, just remember I do free consultations. And people call me all the time going, okay, where do I start? Where do I begin? So I would love to do that for you. Website, mindingyoursoul.com. Just go on there and book a free consultation. Angela says, I'm sorry, I meant I've never gone gluten-free. Oh, okay. All right. Well, still, that was good information for everyone to hear. Yeah, gluten-free is going to be very important, crucial, actually, to MS. So that's actually pretty good. You have a good starting point. All right, guys. Oh, Quinn says, I ate some Arbys French fries today, but he put a sad face next to it. So what does that mean, Quinn? I don't know about Arbys. I don't have any Arbys around me, so I don't know how they do their fries. Now tell me, because I know you're very conscious of being gluten-free. So are you saying that they're gluten-free and they're okay to eat? I don't think so, based on that sad face emoji that you just put next to it. So if we do eat gluten, remember, it's 6 to 8 weeks or longer before you start feeling good again. Why? Because it feeds the virus. I know I keep repeating myself, but I feel like the more I repeat myself, the more it gets into your long-term memory. Again, that's how it works for me. So 6 to 8 weeks. So I always tell people, okay, so you ate some gluten, mark this date down so that you know. Now, when my husband had COVID back in August, the doctor told him, don't even worry about taking a negative test. Just know that you have to quarantine for the 2 weeks. He goes, you could test positive for months. He's like, really? Why? He's like, that's just how the virus is. That's actually how all viruses are. Depending on how good your body is at detoxing, it could take 2 weeks for the dead corpse of the virus to leave your body, or it could take months. Again, why it's important for us to starve, kill, and detox every single day. It's very important to get that dead virus out, because even the dead virus, the dead EpsteinBarr virus, is a neurotoxin. It's a dermatoxin. So the neurotoxin is going to affect the neurological part of you. The dermatoxin is going to affect your skin, which is why I got the skin rash when I had those potato chips. Activated charcoal help, Casey says. All right. Activated charcoal, there's 2 schools of thought on it. Yes, it helps. However, the reason why I don't like it is because it is able to pick up and absorb heavy metals, right? But then it doesn't actually successfully carry it through your body and eliminate it the way all the ingredients in the heavy metal smoothie do. So look up heavy metal smoothie by the medical medium. You'll see all the ingredients. They're very simple: spirulina, wild blueberries. There's like 5 ingredients that all work together as a football team. I don't know the first thing about football. I only know this. You're all working together to get the ball from one end to the other end, right? That's how it works in your body. So all of those ingredients pick up different heavy metals, and where they can take it maybe halfway, the other ingredient picks up and takes it the rest of the way. They all work together in conjunction with each other to safely pick up the metals and not drop them. And they remove them, they bypass the bloodstream, they remove them through your excretory system, which is your pee and your poop. So that's why I can still detox and cleanse while I'm pregnant, because normally when you're pregnant, you don't want to do any kind of detoxing because your blood is getting filtered through the placenta through the baby. You don't have to worry about that with the heavy metal smoothie because it bypasses the blood and it works right through your excretory system. Okay. Excellent question, Casey. I don't recommend charcoal. I don't know enough about it. I've just heard some not so good things about it. So I stick with what I know, and what I know works for me. Teeth, awesome. I do brush my teeth with charcoal every now and then. Not every day because it makes such a mess in the sink. And anyone who has used a charcoal toothpaste knows what I'm talking about. One spit and you're like, I had no idea. When I spit, it was going like it spread out that far. Am I right? Quinn, he says they fry everything in the same oil. They're breaded chicken, fish, and meat. Okay, so that was the reason for the sad face. Yeah. Why did you do that? I'm just wondering. You're so good with everything else. Like, why did you eat those? I wonder if it was an accident or not. We got to get back on that room. I'm thinking we're going to do another Facebook live room because I got to talk to you guys again face to face. That was awesome. I did that right after the workshop. And we really did good with I do this, what do you do? And it was nice. So guys, consider this. Inside Minding Your Soul, you're getting all this great information. That's great, but you're getting these tidbits every Wednesday. And hopefully that's going to move the needle for you. If it's not and you want a little bit more, maybe now, maybe after the holidays, just remember there are new coaching programs. They are affordable. They're not the whole $1,500 program, because a lot of people are like, I don't need that. I just need a place to check in every week. I want the group community. I want the support of Janine and the other members. And I want to learn how to cook gluten-free easily. We have a lot of fun. So check those out. They are on the Minding Your Soul website. Couple things coming up. If you're already a client, you are already enrolled in this, so don't worry, but I want to let everybody know that there is going to be a year-end clearing. I put together with Catherine Rose, my vibrational healer that I've been using for 10 years now. I attribute so much of my healing to her that I've made her a part of my program, all of my programs, well, most of my programs. We do a clearing of Minding Your Soul. If you are a client of mine, you get that for free, at least in most of the packages. So it is going to be the day after Christmas. It is going to be a pain in the ass because I'm going to have all of my in-laws over, but it's an hour. It's at 2:00 Eastern Standard Time. If you're not already a client, it's $52. Catherine and I are going to get on the Live at 5, December 15th. So December 15th, Catherine will be a guest on the Live at 5, and we'll be talking about that year-end clearing and how to sign up for it. If you already know, go to K Rose Healing. Actually, I'll post her website in the comments when I get off. And think about that. I don't want to talk about it too much because I always say the wrong words. I always use the words magical and magic wand, and she hates that. And it's not true. So just remember, it's going to be the day after Christmas, the Live at 5 on December 15th, which is not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after that. Catherine will be here talking about it. Consider it. And if you were thinking about trying one of the clearings, this is the one to try. The day after Christmas, December 26th, it's a Sunday. That is the one to try. Excuse me. It is the most powerful one of the year because it is the year-end one. So, I think that was the only reminder that I wanted to tell you. Okay, so if you are watching the recording, still comment. I can still answer your questions and comment back because I get the notifications. And to everyone who is on the live, thank you for joining me. I thoroughly enjoy doing these with you, and I hope it gives you enough information to start moving the needle and start healing your body, because I'll say it again, there's no reason to be sick. You do not have to be paralyzed. You do not have to have these symptoms, and you don't have to have MS taking you down. You can heal from it. There are ways. You do have choices, and you are in control of everything. And I'm here to teach you exactly how to do it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next Wednesday. If I don't see you before, I will see you next Wednesday. Have a great week and weekend. Stay safe. And remember, say no. Say no thank you. No thank you to that gluten. Don't glutenize yourself, okay? It's not worth it, because you're the only one who has to take care of you. You're the only one who goes home and has to deal with the repercussions and the symptoms. So stay safe, everybody. Be respectful, of course, but say no to the gluten and the dairy and the eggs. All right, I'm going. I'll see you guys later. Have a great one. Bye.